So, we turn this down. Okay, so the daily bias is super clean today. We see yesterday, I'm happy that we reversed off this relevant swing on Tuesday because of the fact that the weekly count doesn't really support the expansion bullishly. So Monday we fell shy of this high. Monday reversed away from it. It was kind of made literally no sense, and then we reversed back up, taking this high going into Tuesday. Tuesday created that C2 reversed into expansion candle, which could be the high of the week. The weekly candle supports that expansion bearishly, and the framework on the daily would be order pair ranges, range high, manipulated, and now went C2 away from that on Tuesday. Now Wednesday should create C3 expansion for continuation towards the target level, being range low. And I'm viewing this as like a relevant swing on the daily filler soon, so there's no point of today has already reached this low. There's no point of manipulating this low to go higher. So we should continue to reach for this low. So I want to see C3 continuation today. Let me drop down to the forehead. So today it's going to make the C3 continuation. It should respect the lower half of this previous day's range, or EQ. Why is every time I start speaking about it so exhausting? It's literally a curse. Today we made technically because of the S&T, we made 2 a.m. manipulation. 6 a.m. did reach a slow, but 6 a.m. should make the continuation, and 10 a.m. as well to reach for this slow here. The problem is 6 a.m. did create that large wick. I don't think I'm going to trade it. I really don't. I think I would rather just wait for the driver to confirm the narrative and see if 10 a.m. offers an entry. Which might not be smart. Maybe I'll trade it in the driver. I don't know. I really want to like. This is clearly a large wick. We disrespect the EQ of the previous 4 candles range. So therefore, we have a large wick. So although this candle can still expand greatly because it's 6 a.m. during the driver, I can't really trust that. Taking about 50-50 is just too large of a wick, so I can't trade during 6 a.m. I gotta wait for this candle to close to confirm the narrative for 10 a.m. So, but simply all I'm doing is trading fire expansion candles away from the high of day or away from this key level towards the target level. Okay. I gotta grab water. I can't breathe. Oh my god. How the fuck do I feel like this? That's what I want to see. Drop it down to the 1 hour and 30 minute. What do we got? Let me pull up the 4 hour real quick. Right. Just do the 30 minute because I actually have it marked up. Yeah, I gotta grab a water. I fucking have a pen and take or some shit. breathe. So yeah. So what are we doing prior to the driver? We reached this key level, and then we stayed within a consolidation, wanting to respect the 1 hour civvy here, which is good to see, I think. But prior to the river at 8:30, we made that C2 CSD away from this key level, protect the swing. 9 AM ideally should respect it and expand lower. But if say if 9 AM closes within the sidebar within this candle's range here, then I would have to see the driver probably manipulate this high to go lower. But yeah, I just can't trade this 4 hour candle. It's a large ass wick. Also, after this SMT here with RTY, I don't want to trade RTY. Just because of the targets, we are manipulating a relevant low. Which I like, that's why I want to see the driver. I just want to see the driver confirm the narrative, but it's just not too clean. But every asset reversed away from this SMT here, but immediately following this SMT, I recreated this displacement leg. You can clearly tell that this displacement leg is greater or better than this displacement leg on YM. And then notice how we failed to really retrace up into this range at all on RTY, while YM did completely fill in on these civvies, leaving bags open on RTY, getting an SMT fill as well. So you have like a 2-stage SMT, I suppose. I just don't like the I don't like the targets on RTY, so. But we'll see if YM during the driver continues the expansion lower. Let's say if we don't, and let's say price heads higher, takes a London high or closes above, creates a C3 or C2, prominent C2 reversal. I'm not sure if I would want to trade today, because at that point we're probably going to be closing up here. This day doesn't support expansion bullishly. Those targets aren't really clean. It doesn't really align with the daily bias, the framework, right, on the higher time frame. So ideally, at that point, today, at that point, for me, is unclean. I would just turn off the charts and go do something else. It's the ideal scenario. Plus, I fucking decide to be a dumbass and trade because I feel like trading. I actually feel anxiety. Like, this shit is. I'm so uncomfortable. God damn, man. For no reason, bro. Just can't breathe. Didn't even smoke weed. Dude. Okay, realistically, I could still trade NQ, yes, because the wick size is still pretty large on NQ, but yes. It's just like, it's still tradable. That's not too crazy. And draw liquidity is still open. But again, the bias is the same shit. C2 yesterday, C3 continuation today. They attack these further swings. I literally cannot breathe. And then I got Asia reversal. But we do have SMT with London here. But we're just ready for it comes away from the high day, away from the framework order pairing ranges, right? Range high to range low. To attack these further swings like that. So the wick size is a little bit large, but yes, has the smallest wick, so it's still tradable. So dropping down to the winner at 30 minute, what are we doing? ADM putting that reversal away from the key level prior to the driver, which is SMT. I just want to be curious with this shit, but it's so hard in my mind. C3, we also created that CSD as well. So they're going to assume the driver will respect. You could honestly enter right now here, assuming the driver should respect that swing point and expand away. Everything supports daily for it will reach for these lows here. I think I might do it. Everything supports it. We can have SMT. 30 minute is a little bit unclean. We still have 30 C2. 9 is not really wanting to expand there, but this is bad. Let's see what happens. Everything checks off. Checks out, man. Fucking bitch. Do the best to find for C3 continuation today for a profile. Oh shit. We have for profile divine and key levels drawn. Yes, age reversal or technically 6 manipulation. We have SMT here. So for defined, green line manipulation, 6am, 10am continuation, kilo was drawn, yes, super clean. And we have for our sports expansion, it's a little large, the wick size, but it's pretty normal, it's pretty average. It's not like it's insanely large. It's still sports expansion. We have 130 minute CSD, or 130 minute C2, C3 at key level. Yes, 830 radium made C2. It's another 1 hour is aligned with the profile. The 130 is aligned with the profile and the bias, right? So what's up? For the bias is C3 continuation bearishly today. The 4 profile is order pair ranges, and like I said, 2am manipulation, 6am continuation bearishly. And then now we have the high of the 6am candle at defined, confirmed, protected, by 8 a.m. C2, which is the ideal C2 because he created this USD right prior to the driver as well. All this is like very clean. My model's here. This is clean. I might as well fucking take it. Targets are super clean. I take rabbits above the targets, which is ideal. Just gotta trust that the driver isn't gonna come all the way over here, take this out, right? We have a minute till open. This is when price starts to act crazy. Just ideally. Yeah, see, we even showed more weakness in NQ. Because we closed with the CSD and the C2, while NQ fell too. So. Everything's right cleaner. Here we go. Think lower, think lower. Yeah. Come on. NQ's dropping like crazy. Why is ES not? Goddamn, of course. Why is it worse than there? Everything was clean. It's crazy. So the line is no longer tradable as a bearish expansion candle away from the framework on the for NQ is NQ and ES look fine, so we just gotta trust that the driver's getting smaller. Why a little annoying that it's doing that, but no, Jack. Okay, I don't want you to step on that, please. Okay, I'm on. I know you're just saying hi. I get it. See what happens. Let's go. Oh, it's taking lower. Let's go. Hope it continues. Subject. Alright. Well, now it's just going back up. I really don't think this is gonna work out. Now the price is doing that. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Oh my god. Yeah, fuck that shit. I wrote that. I should have never done that. I know with the Y and reverse 9. I really don't care. I'm good. I should have just continued the drop lower. So I will wait for 10 a.m. It was still pretty clean though, part of the river. But Saturday the driver wanted to be a little weird. It's all good. I shouldn't be doing this, so that's a lot of it suspect. Okay, we took off that. Break even. Let's go back up, let's see what we're doing. Let's go back to the daily real quick. Right, C2 yesterday. Away from this key level here, which was S&P break. On Tuesday, this week supports expansion bearishly. Tuesday high of the week could definitely hold. I want to see Monday or Wednesday. Reach for these further swings here. So it's definitely a range high to range low daily. Here's AC2, one's AC3. Dropping down the forward. Today should respect premium book C. Front of that validation level. Down to the closest 4 level to the daily candle open. Forward apparent ranges. Range high to range low. Which is further swings to this relevant swing. I literally feel like I can't breathe. I literally feel like I'm so claustrophobic. Oh, dude, I literally feel like the walls are closing in on me. Why do I feel like this right now? Fucking damn, I feel like such a bitch, bro. I literally feel like a fucking the biggest bitch for no reason. I don't know why I feel like this. I literally I can't breathe. Like I feel like I have so much weight on my fucking chest. This is the most annoying feeling in the fucking world. I feel like I gotta cry or some shit. Alright, so today opened up, create age reversal. Alright, so particularly destroying for expansion candles away from the age of high day, away from this framework. Right, to continue the expansion towards these key levels. But fuck, this is annoying. This fucking feeling is so annoying. But technically we created SMD with Asia High, or with during London, I think. Or no, that was on R2I. Never mind. Technically had SMD here. Still Asia High over there. Technically we are creating a new high during 6 a.m. So we can just count that. So I really just gotta see the driver confirm the narrative now. If 6 a.m. closes with a nice C2 bear, or with a nice bearish candle, all over 10 a.m. continuation to reach for these lows here. But as of right now, this is we're closing with a reversal kind of bullish, so I just gotta wait for the driver to confirm the narrative. Everything still supports the bearishness for continuation lower, but right, the daily sports, the 4-hour sports, but I'm not even gonna be mad at myself for taking off where I did. It's pretty logical. Like that was actually ass. That price came back up. Did what it did. I think I might need to stop streaming. I think it's making me worse at what I'm doing. It's making it so I can't think properly, which is weird. I mean, that's just how I am. I'm making it so much harder for myself. Like before this, I was doing completely fine. I was so fucking good. Now I'm like right when I started streaming, everything just became like I became blind. I can't fucking breathe. Great. Motherfucker, line up a joint. But I know I can't. So many fucking noises, bro. Like, nah, dude. Yeah. Great, now I feel like I probably shouldn't have taken off. I feel like I probably should have just accepted it like I usually do and walked away. Yeah. I think what is going on is I'm risking more than I usually do. Even though it's only paper trade, it still has no psychological effect. I should have accepted it. Bro. Oh, that was a mistrade on my part. That's great. Again, like usual, I mean, I'm pretty much used to it by now, so